Hi, I'm Asha Billington, and you're watching The Warmup, presented by your local North Texas Geico agents in the Colony, Keller, Arlington, Flower Mound, Plano, and Mesquite. First things first, ladies and gentlemen, I want to preface today's show saying it's just for bragging rights. So, here we go. Ladies and gents, it's the final show of the 2020-2021 season. And instead of previewing what we'll be seeing on the show, we are going to be giving out the end of the year 2020-2021 awards. So please put on your awards attire like so. And let's get ready for some IHSSs. To start us off, we have the Game of the Year category. The nominees are Trinity's huge win over the Allen Eagles in the playoffs, Kimball defeating Lancaster in the playoffs for the first time this season after being defeated twice, Southlake Carroll upsetting Duncanville to make it to the 6A state final, and the winner is the Carroll Dragons defeating Duncanville to make it to state. Now here's the highlights.
Carroll and Duncanville meeting for the third consecutive year in the semis. The Dragons looking to pull the upset. They jump out to an early lead. Owen Allen cashes in from the yard out. It's a 7-0 lead for Southlake Carroll. Later in the first, the vaunted Duncanville defense counters with a turnover. Shadarius Thursby, the SMU commit, always around the ball, gets the recovery, and that sets up quarterback Grayson James. He scrambles in from 13 yards out. They missed the extra point, though, so it's still 7-6 Southlake Carroll. On their very next possession, though, Duncanville caps a long drive with Malachi Medlock doing the honors from 2 yards out. That gives the Panthers the 13-7 lead. Right now, Duncanville leads 27-21 in the third quarter. The winner will play Austin Westlake, who upset Galena Park North Shore in the other semifinal.
Up next, the unexpected player of the year. There were so many great candidates that came on the scene this year, but this guy had some above and beyond performances that we could not help but recognize. Trinity's Ollie Gordon has been a name in the Metroplex for 2 seasons now, but his junior campaign really showed the player he is. Gordon single-handedly carried the Trojans into the regional finals. His performance against Allen got the ball rolling on his recruiting, as the 4-star athlete has gotten 17 offers since that game. In the 2020 season, Gordon has 2,083 rushing yards for 28 rushing touchdowns, along with 2 receiving touchdowns. Gordon does it all for the Trojans, as they use him to rush, receive, and throw touchdown passes. He was a 3-6A co-offensive MVP and named the Fort Worth Star-Telegram Male Athlete of the Year. Now we want to honor our Female Athlete of the Year. We have so much great women's talent around the Metroplex, and I am honored to talk to you about all 3 of these amazing athletes we have nominated for our Female Athlete of the Year. First up, Lovejoy Leopard's Cicely Bramschreiber, who was the 2020 Volleyball Player of the Year and helped her team take a state title. Mesquite Horn's Jasmine Shavers, who has been the leader of the Jaguars and is a 4-star athlete. The Shelton School's Trinity Bears, who is the #1 player in the 2021 class in the nation and could go straight to the pros after high school. Let's see who the winner is. Jasmine Shavers, the senior guard, just completed an outstanding career by leading the area in scoring, averaging 25 points per game. The Mississippi State commit is one of the best to ever come through North Texas. She is a 4-star recruit and one of the top athletes in the nation in the top 50. She scored 40 points in the first 3 quarters in a 76-28 first-round playoff rout of Garland. You'll see her doing big things at Mississippi State. Our Male Athlete of the Year award is a hard one to choose, as we have so many phenomenal players in the DFW Metroplex. These are our nominees: Marcus Marauder, Garrett Nussmeyer, who was setting records for Marcus all season long; St. Mark's power forward Harrison Ingram, who is the #1 player in the state of Texas and could be NBA ready before we know it; or Southlake Carroll's Owen Allen, sophomore sensation. Our winner is Southlake Carroll's Owen Allen. Allen rushed for over 2,000 yards for the 2020 season. He had 28 rushing touchdowns and helped take the Dragons to the state finals for the first time since 2011. Allen leads Carroll on and off the field. He was voted to the 6A First Team All-State as just a sophomore. Social media is an intricate part of Inside High School Sports, so we have to give out a Social Media Post of the Year award. Our nominees are a memory to Little coach Rusty Stiegler. He was a good friend to the show and a big part of the IHSS community. Billy Bowman, playing his last game as a Raider, and it wasn't a football game, and then going to enroll at OU the next day, or Trinity during the Haka, or the love of a mother for her athlete, as she got one of the best tweets of the year for our account. Drum roll, please. How could Rusty Stiegler not win this one? We want to give our deepest condolences to the Stiegler family and Rusty's friends. Coach was such a fantastic man and a great friend to IHSS, as well as an advocate for the game of basketball in the Metroplex. He will be missed, and we can't put into enough words how much we loved and appreciated Coach Stiegler. Now our last category of the day, Team of the Year. There are so many great teams that can be in this category. It was hard to narrow it down to 3 nominees, let alone pick a winner. But here are your nominees. First up, Argyle Football, who went undefeated this season and won a state title. The Aledo Bearcats, who put their program in a league of their own, winning title number 10. Or the Denton Ryan Raiders, who finally were able to get their state title. The winner is the Ryan Raiders. The Raiders were literally unstoppable this season. They went undefeated with a 15-0 record. They averaged 47 points per game and only allowed 238 points against them all season long. This team was stacked with talent as Jatavian Sanders and Billy Bowman led the offense and defense. Seth Hennigan was behind center, and they had 3 other D1 talented players on the starting roster. Their state title was long overdue, and the Raiders were not going to miss out on their goal in 2021, earning them our Team of the Year. That's all we have for this episode. Follow all of Inside High School Sports social accounts to stay up to date on everything going on in the high school sports scene. We have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube that throughout the week will get you ready for the main event. Wingstop Inside High School Sports on ABC5, Saturday at 6:30 p.m., hosted by Pat Doney. Thanks for watching The Warmup, presented by your local North Texas Geico agents in the Colony, Keller, Arlington, Flower Mound, Plano, and Mesquite. To get more information or a quote, go to geico.com/VFW. I'm Ashley Bullington. And for all of us here at Inside High School Sports, thank you for your viewership and thank you for another great season of The Warmup. I've had so much fun hosting the IHSSs, and I'll see you in August.